Coming up next, the Cavaliers taking on the Raptors. For the Cavaliers, a painful road loss in Game 4. Tonight, back on their home floor. Will it give them the edge they need? Raptors, Cavs, round 1 of the NBA playoffs. And this is what the playoffs are all about. It's 2-2, and we're in a crucial Game 5 of this first-round Eastern Conference match. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. On our sideline reporting tonight, Allie LaForce. Taking a look at Cleveland. This is clearly a massive Game 5. The series tied at 2. They're home, and we know that's very important.
Well, it's a best of 3 now. They have a chance tonight to get a step closer to the second round. This is a huge opportunity on their home floor.
Now, here's Barrett. Rebound by Mitchell.
Oh, he missed the chippy. What are the odds? That's so frustrating.
Here's Allen. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. Well, one thing the fans have come to expect from Jared Allen, Doris, some acrobatic finishes.
What's amazing, Kevin, is you might be looking at the rim, and there is no Jared Allen in your vicinity, and then a second later he's flying by and finishing. He's got great instincts.
Free throw, good, Allen.
How about Jared Allen showing unequivocally he is an all-star caliber big man? Boy, with his size and athleticism and length, he has proven he can make an impact on both ends.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. GA now in year 3 under Darko Rajakovic. The Raptors are staying the course.
His contract runs through next season, and he's all in on developing these young players and getting the best out of them.
Now, here's Barrett. Yep, that one goes.
Oh, that's a big-time grit by R.J. Barrett. You want some contact on me? I can finish anyway.
Wade feeling it out a bit. And Harden wide open. He shoots. A three-pointer is right on target.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
Now here's Ingram. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Pirtle inside. Allen defending. Nice shot by Pirtle.
Well, this is the expectation for Jakob Pirtle. His scoring in the post has to be there for him.
Quickly against Harden. Allen. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
And now, let's send it over to our courtside reporter, Allie LaForce.
Hey, Kevin. Well, before games, Jared Allen makes a point of fist bumping and connecting, not just with the teammates and coaches, but team staff, security, ball boys. He said it's showing everybody love. They're all a part of it. I'm giving them hype for the game, and it gets me going, too. Guys, back over to you.
All about that connection. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. Here's Harden on the wing. Just over 2.5 minutes played here so far in the first quarter. Pass to Mobley. Cleveland needs to get a shot off here. The shot by Mitchell, no good. And so quickly will bring it up for the Toronto Raptors. They trail by 3. They come into the game following the win on Sunday.
Yeah, they put the defense on. Aggressive, intimidating. They blocked a lot of shots in that one.
It was obvious. They pressured that team from the outset every trip down the floor. That will wear an opponent down over time.
Now here's Harden. Following the miss by Scotty Barnes. Allen kicks to Wade. pass to Harden. From deep. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. And it's Ingram missing. Cleveland leading by 3. Harden outside. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Harden's got 5 points so far.
How about the head of steam he's able to generate right there? It just gets to the rack really easy.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Cavaliers on top, leading by 5. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. And taking a look at the Cavaliers' performance here, what do you guys see?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
I think across the board, a number of guys have done a great job guarding multiple positions.
Dick with it. He's guarded by Ellis. Here's Mamu Kelishvili. Here's Quickly. From 13 feet, it goes down. Quickly's got the opening field goal of the second quarter for Toronto. And the Cavaliers' Kenny Atkinson. Doris winning the NBA Coach of the Year in 2025.
And this was just an incredible honor for Kenny, who, of course, longtime record as an assistant coach, great player development coach, joined Steve Kerr for a time and says that experience helped take his coaching to another level. That has manifested in Cleveland.
Here's Walter. He has yet to score. The 3. Rebounded by Ellis.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
To the wing right side. Pass to Tyson. Screen by Allen. The shot no good. Tyson.
Well, that's the opportunity they're looking for, just not the result, obviously.
Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And that one's good.
Quickly has incredible confidence and dangerously deep range, folks.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline.
Coming onto the floor is your
Quickly's gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Here's Mitchell. Mitchell mowing him down. So, Greg, you played in the league over a decade. What's the toughest thing about being a pro basketball player?
Lots of things. To me, it's just keeping your spot. Every year, there's just so much talent coming in. So holding on to a place on the roster, then that can be as difficult as anything.
Now Allen, after Brandon Ingram missing on that last three-pointer. Allen passes to Mitchell. Mitchell getting it done inside. Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt, and let's hope he's okay.
And I'll tell you, this is something you never like to see.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
And Cleveland making a change here. Mobley's checked in. Quickly the pass to Ingram. Barnes outside. A three-pointer off the mark. The Cavaliers leading by 4. In his relatively young career, Scotty Barnes, GA, has played a number of positions.
Well, he's so versatile. He can be successful at a lot of different spots on the floor. A glue guy, you can plug in just about anywhere.
And Cleveland making a change here. Tyson's checked in. Pirtle, he is checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Quickly. Ingram outside. To the inside. And it's Pirtle that time on the assist from Ingram.
I'll tell you an underrated thing right there. How effective that screen was. It just creates a lane to the cup.
50 seconds left in the first half. Back to Mitchell. Whoa, Mitchell punches it home.
Oh my goodness, a little force from Donovan Mitchell off his feet in a hurry.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Really well done there. Just confident and composed, never in a hurry.
Wade outside. Wade sets the pick for Harden. Back to Wade. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. Wade's got his first 2 points of the night.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Down low, here's Pirtle, and the dunk by Pirtle.
And look at that work inside. Recognized the mismatch and took advantage.
And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game so far. Cavaliers lead by 2. We'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start of the third quarter after our halftime.
Hey folks, first half of Game 5 in the books. It's been a tight contest for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
Well, they're executing well, and that's been the difference.
Yeah, they know where their bread is buttered, and they go back to it over and over again. Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they've got a chance to retake a lead in the series, and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. That is more than enough of us. Let's send you back to the game. Kevin Harlan and crew with the second half.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round 1. Donovan Mitchell really making a difference here.
With so much on the line tonight, you have to be impressed with the way he came out and set the tone with his aggression.
You get the sense when there's big-time performances to be had, this guy wants to take part. You expect that this is a trend that will continue here.
Harden against quickly. Kicks it out to Mitchell. Mitchell carries the
They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them boogers up on my neck and stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chasing climbing. I went and got that new Maybach, I stayed grinding. They told me bust out my AP, perfect timing. Got them boogers up on my neck and stay shining. It's never hot around my jewelry, chasing climbing. I went and got that new Maybach.
In the NBA, the schedule obviously a grind. Injuries happen, but we hear this all the time. It's next man up. Somebody's injury could be an opportunity for somebody to get minutes and do something with those minutes.
And let's go to the sideline. Here's Allen.
Thanks. Raptors head coach Darko Rajakovic wants his team to be very competitive on the defensive end. He said, quote, covering for each other, protecting the paint, taking away corner threes, and making a team effort. Everybody's got to chip in. Kevin, back to you.
All for one. Allie LaForce with the report. Hey, Allie, thanks.
The voiceover quick start. In this quick start, you'll learn voiceover basics, as well as important voiceover commands to help you navigate on your Mac and use apps. You can exit the quick start at any time and finish it later. To advance through the quick start panels now, use the arrow keys located to the right of the main keyboard keys. On a portable computer, they're located in the bottom right corner of the keyboard. The up arrow and down arrow keys are positioned one above the other, with the left arrow and right arrow keys on either side. Now continue to the next panel by pressing the right arrow key. To exit at any time, press the escape key. Panel 1 of 21.
Barrett against Mitchell. Ingram right side. Shot clock at 6. The Cavaliers pull it in.
Listen, that's a quality mid-range shot. He just couldn't capitalize.
Mobley is screen on quickly. Harden can't hit. Raptors trail by 6. So here we are, Greg, looking at this roster of the Raptors. What is the path to contention?
Well, perhaps an opening in the East for them to make a move. Going from good to great, it's tougher and will require them to develop or acquire some superstar talent.
Toronto shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. First free throw is good. Doris, nowadays, we see lots of high school transfers amongst elite players. One example, Scotty Barnes.
No, exactly, Kevin. This young man attended 3 different high schools, and I think what each guy is trying to do is raise the level of competition.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2.
How about Scotty Barnes, guys? The 4th pick in his draft class, a guy who proved from the outset he was going to be reliable, efficient, versatile, and a two-way player. Pretty impressive stuff.
And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle, and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Donovan Mitchell.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
The Raptors shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night. That free throw, no good. And the Cavaliers making a change here. Tyson's checked in. He hits the second from the line. 1:53 left in the 3rd quarter of the game. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. And Mobley throws it down.
Well, we know this. Playing above the rim is a big part of Evan Mobley's game.
Master Murray Boyle. And here's Barrett. 1:22 left here in the 3rd quarter. Makes it off the glass.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
Here's Mitchell. That one is good again. He's 6 straight from the floor with the basket.
Boy, right from the opening tip, guys, Mitchell was focused and locked in, and he is doing damage offensively.
Outside, Barrett. Ingram from the arc. Doesn't go that time. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Tyson. Barnes grabs the miss. Toronto, they've gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Pass to quickly. Here's Murray Boyd. Out to Barrett. Lock at 6. Over Harden. Barrett, no good. Now Merrill. Ingram with the steal. Donovan Mitchell firing on all cylinders for the Cleveland Cavaliers. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, it doesn't get much better than playoff basketball. Let's get back to the action here in round 1. Schroeder against Quickly. It's Dick on the wing. Back to Quickly. Toronto needs to get off a shot. Walter, no good from outside. And it's Harden with the ball for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Outside Bryant. Pass to Harden. Over Quickly. Harden, no good.
Well, terrific defense. They obviously respect his ability and just want to make it tough.
Offensive rebound. Now, here's Quickly. And he drives in. Trying again. That one misses. Cleveland leading by 6. Here's Harden. Now Wade. Wrestles a 3. Buries the deep ball.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
And the timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's not taking any chances and wants to huddle them up right away. A new group in now for the Raptors. And now Allie LaForce has something for us from the sideline.
Over that last break, guys, I got a chance to hear what Darko Rajakovic said to the team. He said to them, you guys look defeated out there. Wake up. This game is far from over, but I need you all to believe that. I need you to fight for one another right now.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. A little over a minute and a half of the fourth quarter gone now. Ingram right side. It's stolen. Now Wade shoots the 3. And there's the 3.
And he's just stretching them out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Well, you know this. This is a guy who's looking for his shot the whole time. You have to know who you're guarding. KYP, know your personnel.
Ingram. High the basket is good.
And I love it when Ingram works for that high percentage look. Such a high basketball IQ.
The Cavaliers leading by 10. Harden! The three is off.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Cleveland's gone to the three-pointer 11 times tonight and nailed 5 of them. Puts up the three. Good.
Yeah, coming down the stretch, they've become reliant upon their perimeter game.
Boy, the three-point arc has been a major factor in what they've done here tonight. You love the aggressiveness.
Ingram outside. It's good.
Listen, this guy's doing his part. It's what we know he's about, but they have got to get some productivity from some other guys on this roster.
Cleveland's gone 6 of 12 from outside. A very nice 50% mark. Shooting the free ball well. Quickly. Oh, the dunk.
Well, these coaches have told Emmanuel quickly to be aggressive. Good things happen when he attacks.
Guys, you've got to think a basket here would seal.
No question. That would be all she wrote.
Now, here's Mobley. 5 to shoot. Hurdle there for the rebound. Toronto with the 9-point game. Now Barrett from outside. Mitchell rips down the rebound. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. Merrill with the ball. Here's Mitchell. Fires the three. Can't get it to go. We see the Cavaliers get the win here. This was a pivotal game in the series so far, and they were able to keep their heads straight, get the job done, and take the all-important 3-2 lead.
Now they can be
right.
just a little bit easier knowing
goodness.
they're just one win away from closing this thing out. Had they lost this game, the pressure on them would have been huge.
Just gigantic, you're right. Well, that'll do it for now. Glad you could join us during this first round of the Eastern Conference playoffs. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and the rest of our terrific 2K crew, this is Kevin Harlan. Hope you enjoyed our broadcast. But first, let's reveal our player of the game, Donovan Mitchell.
take a look at Cleveland. It's been a tough one so far. Back and forth through the first 4 games.
And we all know they have home court advantage, but this is a 3-game series now. A statement win here is what this team is hoping for.
Now here's Mitchell. Allen in the high post. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell.
Well-run play, and Mitchell puts it in the perfect spot.
Outside Barrett. Outside Ingram. And a miss there on the triple. Harden against quickly. To the middle. And Mobley throws it down.
And it's not just all of his physical ability, it's his hands. He has amazing hands. Catches everything, never a wasted motion.
Now here's Barnes. Back to quickly. Pass to Ingram. Clock at 6. Goes to the Cavaliers. Well, Grant, you look at James Harden's capacity to generate offense. He is still at an elite level.
Yeah, a virtuoso with the rock. Even as he slows down, his ability to change pace keeps defenders off balance and creates for himself and others. It's just a thing to marvel at.
In the paint, Harden, man, he's just a tough guard. If you get too close, you know that this man is a master at drawing fouls.
Feeling it out a bit. Oh, deflected. Oh, it's stolen by Mitchell. Tipped away. It's stolen by Pirtle.
Voiceover off.
And Ingram gets it to go on the assist by Pirtle.
A long wing. Ingram has the ability to score down low, not just knocking down perimeter shots.
Back to Harden. The 3-ball. It's rebounded by Barrett.
And this is exactly who you want taking that shot. He just missed it.
Pass to Ingram. Here's Pirtle. Allen defending. Outside Ingram. There's 5 on the clock. Over Mitchell. No good. A bit long that time. Cleveland leading by 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey there, I was able to talk with Kenny Atkinson for a minute. One player he was worried about in particular is Scotty Barnes because of the way he affects every phase of the game. You need points. There he is. You need a stop or a big rebound. He's got you. Anything asked of him, he can do it at a high level. BA?
Allie, thank you. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Coach probably just checking to make sure everybody's on the same page here. A different look for Cleveland. Tyson comes in for Allen, and it's Merrill in for Wade. .107 left in the first quarter. Pass to Shed. Here's Murray Boyles, covered by Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Barnes with a screen on Harden. Toronto needs to get off a shot here. Yep, that one goes.
Such poise from Barnes, making sure to get off a quality shot in time.
Merrill outside. Back to Harden. Fires for 3. Toronto grabs the miss. 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. Here's Barnes, and the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. Toronto shooting their first free throw of the night. A different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Mobley. Ellis comes in for Mitchell. And it's Schroeder in for Harden. The Raptors also with a sub. Quickly's checked in. And here in the first quarter, a little over 3.5 minutes played. Here's Schroeder. No good with a layup. Pass to Barnes. And And he lobs it up top. Ooh, stolen by Allen. Here's Merrill. That misses. Would have counted had it gone. And at the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Cleveland on top. They're up by 1. And we'll be back shortly for the start of the second quarter. And let's get you back onto the court for more of this pivotal Game 5. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Cleveland?
I've really been impressed with how aggressive they've been inside, looking to capitalize from the paint whenever they can.
Another thing they're doing well early on is moving the ball, playing selfless basketball, and getting everybody involved on the offensive end.
Now here's Allen. Pass to Schroeder. Back to Allen. Down the pipe it goes. Schroeder with the assist. Allen's got his second bucket on the night.
Fantastic work from Allen, taking the contact on the chin, hitting the shot.
There was so much excitement around the Cavs team last season, Rich. It ended up in disappointment.
Yeah, they cruised through the first round of the playoffs, but sometimes it's better to be challenged in the first round. It sets you up as you move forward. Unbelievable. The agility at his size, throwing it down, big fella.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. And here's Quickly. Still without a bucket. Pass to Walter. Here's Mamukelashvili. 6 to shoot. Here's Walter. Covered by Merrill. Here's Dick. Here's Murray Boyles. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Merrill. Toronto shooting their second and third free throws tonight. And so now a timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. He's going to talk it over with his guys. He's checked in for Cleveland. James Harden comes in for Schroeder. Toronto also changed it up. Barnes comes in for Mamukelashvili. And Ingram is subbed in for Dick. And he knocks down the first one. Richard, looking at your career, 17 years in the league. How'd you survive the grind of a regular season that many years?
Well, one, you got to take care of your body, and two, evolution is the key to success. I was a different player when I was year 3 than I was at year 15. You have to continue to evolve.
And he makes both free throws. We're about a minute and a half into this second quarter. Harden with a screen on Ingram. Here's Tyson, covered by Ingram. Merrill outside. On the wing, Harden. 5 to shoot. Over quickly. Barnes with the rebound. And Barnes has got the ball here for the Raptors. It's a 3-point game. Here's Tyson, covered by Ingram. Fast break, Cleveland. Here's Merrill. That one goes. Now he's 1 for 2.
Oh, that's impactful defense right there. Finding a steal and instantly turning it into offense.
Quickly from outside. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. A minute 37 left to play in the second quarter.
A great job to establish position and square up.
A different look for Cleveland. Bryant, he's checked in for Allen. Ellis comes in for Tyson. And Donovan Mitchell is subbed in for Merrill. Pirtle's checked in for Toronto. R.J. Barrett comes in for Quickly. Raptors trail by 5. Pass to Walter. Toronto passing it around. And here's Ingram from the arc. It's rebounded by Wade.
And you never want to give a shooter like him a clean look.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, Raptors coach Darko Rajakovic explained what he's looking for on the offensive end. He said, quote, it's unselfishness, ball and body movement, playing together and making each other better. Also, you have to be able to adjust. Basketball is not set in stone. If it was, it would be a recipe. Back to you, Brian.
Yeah, gotta roll with the punches. Thank you, Allie.
What a slam by Jakob. You could see the confidence that he plays with down low.
Harden, the pass to Bryant. Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played. It's stolen by Barnes. Outside Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. Stolen by Bryant. Here's Ellis. Oh, it's blocked by Barnes.
Yeah, erasing the shot. Barnes saw it coming and gets there to knock it away.
Ingram deciding where to go with it. 4 seconds left. No good on the shot. And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. Cleveland on top. They lead by 5. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
Some great postseason action in the first half of play. A healthy lead has been built for the Cleveland Cavaliers.
I love how they're running their offense. They look sharp.
Yeah, hitting shots at a high clip. They'll need more of the same to pull away in this one.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they've got a chance to retake a lead in the series and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. Thanks as always for watching. Let's head back to Brian Anderson and crew for the start of the second half.
And thanks for sticking with us as this round 1 game continues. Boy, you look at Jared Allen. He's really been playing well.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
You love guys who can get their shots within the flow of the offense.
Now here's Quickly. Yet to see a basket. Outside Barrett. Picked by Pirtle. Barrett against Mitchell. 6 on the shot clock. Pirtle in the post with 1 on the clock. Second chance shot. And it's good on the lay-in.
I really like what the defense is thinking, but against Pirtle inside, you really have to go at him.
From deep, Mobley, pure from 3-point range. Mobley's got his third bucket of the night.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Richard, last season's Defensive Player of the Year, Evan Mobley. He's quickly becoming a two-way terror.
Yeah, the Cavs have unlocked him offensively, putting the ball in his hands and encouraging him to let it fly from long distance.
Now here's Mobley. He has 7. Outside Mitchell for 3. Pirtle grabs a miss. Raptors trail by 6. Stolen by Mitchell. Inside. Here's Allen. That one falls. Nice setup by Mitchell. Mitchell's got 3 assists tonight.
So much reach. Allen using that wingspan to his advantage.
Quickly deciding where to go with it. Pirtle with a screen on Mitchell. To the paint. Uneasy, 2 on the layup. 6 points for Jakob Pirtle.
Moving so well for his size. Jakob is fantastic in that two-man action.
Outside Mitchell. We've got 1:55 left in the third quarter. That three's off the mark. And so it's Barnes with it. He brings it up for Toronto. They trail by 6. The 3, Barrett, and the rebound goes to Cleveland. Allen's got 4 rebounds in the game. Outside Mitchell. Pass to Wade. Now Harden. Clock at 6. Back to Wade. Tipped. And we've got 1:18 left in the third. Now Pirtle. Outside Barrett. Outside for Ingram. 4 on the clock. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Allen's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Down low. Here's Mitchell. From downtown. Rebound Toronto.
Shocking that he just bricked that one. The defense got real lucky there.
Quickly. That shot is off. Cleveland leading by 6. Pass to Mitchell. Outside Harden. Mobley on a screen. Harden against Barnes. Harden scanning the floor. Shoots over Barnes. Harden can't hit. Mitchell against Barrett. Pass to Pirtle. And so it's the Cleveland Cavaliers with a 6-point lead at the close of the quarter. They've had incredible success defensively, taking away good looks and pressuring shooters. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Serving it up on a platter, that is a beautiful dish. And 2 teammates on the same page. Woo.
Great to have you with us again as we return to our coverage of round 1. Bryant outside. Pass to Tyson. 6 to shoot. Unloads from 13. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Raptors trail by 6. Here's Walter. Here's quickly. And he sinks the 11-footer.
And this is just typical of him. Always making an impact at crucial moments in the game.
And his team needs every bit of his production if they want to pull this one out. It is neck and neck here in the final period.
And Cleveland has possession. Toronto making their last shot. On the wing, Bryant. It's good!
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
Raptors trail by 6. And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. different look for Cleveland. Allen, he's checked in for Bryant. Evan Mobley comes in for Tyson. And Donovan Mitchell subbed in for Merrill. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
I was able to listen in on what Darko Rajakovic was going over with his team. He likes the way they're finishing inside. Coach said when we get close, we are golden. They can't stop us in there. Let's keep pounding it as long as we can.
Appreciate the report, Allie. Ingram fires. Ooh, the three doesn't go.
This is the definition of forcing it. He's trying to get himself going, but taking tough shots just won't do it.
Here's Mitchell. It's stolen by Barnes. And a little over a minute and a half gone by in the fourth. Now here's Ingram. He's closely guarded. Shot's no good. The Cavaliers lead by 6. Now Harden. Now Allen. Jacks up a three. Booyah! He sinks the triple.
No one there to contest, so he just drops it in like he's at the rec league.
Ingram has got the ball here for the Raptors. 1:52 left to play in the fourth quarter. Barrett outside. Shot clock at 5. Barnes outside. Ingram!
Known as a fantastic rim protector, Jakob has also made great strides offensively.
First of 2, no good. A heartbreaker. That's good. Going 1 of 2 from the line. And that brings him with an 8.
In their position, they really need to cash in on every chance at the line.
Outside Mobley. Harden against quickly. Left side, Harden. Outside Mobley. Mitchell. Yes, sir! Mitchell from long range.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
In the modern NBA, you have to hit threes to win games, and they've made that adjustment since the break.
Ingram.
Anytime Ingram gets a look that close in, it's a great trip down the floor.
Cleveland has gone 2 of 2 from outside so far in the fourth. Now Harden. 44 seconds left in the fourth. It's good from beyond the arc.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And that score probably slams the door for any would-be comebacks. And look, they put this one to bed.
Allen rips down the board. Well, Grant, this game looks just about over.
BA, all they really need to do is just work that clock, don't turn it over, and this game is a wrap.
Now here's Harden. Mobley, a screen on quickly. Harden fires. Oh, the long ball, no good. So Cleveland takes this one by a big margin. And with this win, they've piled all the pressure. They only need one more victory to close the series out.
And this was a critical performance. At 2-2, a team season can ride on a Game 5 like this one. They did a terrific job of rising to the moment and taking control of the series.
And that about wraps it up for this broadcast of the NBA Eastern Conference quarterfinals. For Grant Hill, Richard Jefferson, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thanks for watching the NBA, presented by 2K Sports. See you next time.
these two teams rack up the assists. Greg, they pride themselves on playing unselfish basketball.
Yeah, both sides preach player and ball movement, getting everyone involved. It makes both teams that much more difficult to defend.
Now here's Harden. Kicks it out to Mitchell. 6 to shoot. And he goes right over R.J. Barrett. He slams it down.
A dynamic leaper with an impressive wingspan. Mitchell usually has some flashy dunks up his sleeve.
Quickly with it, guarded by Harden. Onside, Barrett. Raptors need to get a shot. And it's quickly missing.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
People have said, Greg, he is a system unto himself. In fact, he said it about himself. James Harden's ability, GA, to break down defenses remains in rarefied air.
And even as he's lost a step now, his supreme skill level ensures he remains a threat on a nightly basis.
Wade with the block. To the paint, here's Mobley. And Mobley throws it down hard.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And here in the first, closing in on 2 minutes play. Outside, Barrett. And here's Ingram from the arc. Cavaliers with the rebound. Come into this one after losing on Sunday.
You guys, you just can't afford to give away points from the foul line. Not in the NBA. Teams are just too talented.
But that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
And here's Ingram. James Harden getting it to go from deep. Quickly kicks to Barrett. To the middle. He's looking for Pirtle and finds him. That one good for 2.
Finally, after all those clanks, someone comes through for him.
Yeah, it took a few trips. Now let's see if that can get them going.
Now, here's Mitchell. Pass to Harden. There's the triple. And Pirtle pulls it down. Raptors trail by 5. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Can't allow Barrett that kind of positioning. He's just too skilled at finishing, even when you try to get physical with it.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Some changes. Tyson's checked in. And it's Sam Merrill in for Wade. Here is Harden. 1:11 left to play in the first. Here's Mitchell over to the left wing. Here's Tyson, covered by Barnes. Down low, Mobley. Can't cash in from close range.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Releases, and the shot goes down.
Oh, good balance from Dick. Able to take the contact and still score inside.
Pass to Harden. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first quarter. The 19-foot shot. Barnes grabs the miss.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Shed. Barnes outside. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Cavaliers ahead. They lead by 1. And we'll be back with you for the start of the second quarter when we return. So glad to have you with us here as we bring you more action from courtside at Game 5. What stands out to you from the Cavaliers in this one?
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Early offense in this league is key. You've got to score before the defense can set up in the half court.
Now here's Schroeder. Pass to Tyson. It's tipped. Dick against Ellis. Here's Murray Boyle. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And Tim, of the teams that were not in the playoffs or even in the play-in last season, you can make a case the Raptors among many teams that have a lot of potential to get there this year.
Yeah, I agree, and you could also put the Spurs in that conversation too. But if you're just looking at the East, the Raptors could easily climb back into relevance as their young talent develops.
Here's Walter. Jared Allen making his last shot. After Murray Boyle. Out to the wing. Now, quickly. Scoreless thus far. And he hits it to tie the game up.
And if you're the guy who has to guard him, it is never going to be an easy night for you.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. Cavaliers with some changes. Wade, he's checked in for Keon Ellis. And it's Harden in for Dennis Schroeder. Second quarter of basketball, just over a minute and a half played so far. Merrill passes to Wade. Fires the three. Toronto grabs the miss. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Thanks a lot. The Cavaliers have twin towers with Jared Allen and Evan Mobley. Allen said when Evan was first drafted, there were a lot of questions on whether two big men could work together in the modern NBA. At this point, I think we've proved to everybody they're wrong. It's all working out, and every single year it gets better. Kevin, back to you.
Okay, Allie, thanks. So it's the Cavaliers now. After Toronto picking up the basket just moments ago. Here's Harden, out to Wade. Fires from deep. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Wade's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. The Raptors have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Ingram. And it's Tyson with the rebound. The Cavaliers leading. Pass to Harden. And here's Wade. 1:10 left to play here in the second quarter. And another 3 for Cleveland.
And a large portion of Harden's shots come from the perimeter. And for good reason. He is an absolute sharpshooter.
And timeout called by Darko Rajakovic. Looking for a breather and maybe adjusting a thing or two. Evan Mobley's checked in for Cleveland. Mitchell comes in for Sam Merrill. Pirtle, he's checked in for the Raptors. Walter comes in for Quickly. Cavaliers on D. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. Pass to Barrett. Takes a 3. And a rebound goes to the Cavaliers. Here's Harden. It's rebounded by Barrett. Raptors trail by 4. Out to Ingram. On the shot clock. Shot from the wing. Misses off the left eye.
Well, he's a very good mid-range shooter, but the defense was all over him there, making that a very difficult shot.
Harden way outside. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Cavaliers lead by 4. And we'll be back with you right after this.
First half of this postseason contest, and it hasn't been a great game so far for the Toronto Raptors.
In a game this close, you want to attack the paint. Get yourself some easy looks. Get to the line, man. Get to the line.
Yeah, they become addicted to the jump shooting. We have seen teams win that way, but inconsistently.
Looking at the series breakdown for the Cavaliers, they've got a chance to retake a lead in the series, and a hometown crowd eager to help them do it.
You're right. Home court advantage could be the difference maker. Time to make that move.
A pretty balanced series so far. Both teams have proven they can win games. So who knows what will happen?
Not me. That'll do it for our show tonight. Thanks for joining us, and we'll send you back to Kevin Harlan for more hoops action.
And we're with you again as our round one coverage continues. You know, the pregame routine is something I know you embraced, and we see that with guys like Curry and Durant. We've heard a lot about what they do. What was the most important part of your pregame regimen, Tim?
Well, you know, Kevin, for me, I was really going to be judged based on catch-and-shoot percentages. Can I get off threes, and can I make threes? So for me, it was all about high-volume three-point shooting before the game, getting comfortable from every spot on the floor where I may get a shot.
And same routine every game?
Every game, same thing, and I made sure, of course, I finished on that rate.
Wow. Here's quickly, following the basket by Donovan Mitchell.
And what an athlete Ingram is. Elevates up in the air with such ease for the dunk.
And having starred in a six-man role in New York, Jim Emmanuel quickly has been handed the keys in Toronto.
Well, he certainly has, Kevin, and he's got the contract to match it. You talk about confidence and determination to prove yourself. That sums up quickly.
And a player, Tim, who stuffs the stat sheet, Scotty Barnes.
Yeah, Kevin, he just has a great all-around game. But the thing I like the most, he's very unselfish. He will pass up a shot if a teammate has a better one.
The first one falls. Barnes hits them both. And with a little over a minute gone, the second half is underway. Harden against Quickly. Fires from 14. It's hauled in by the Raptors. Inside for the tie. And Pirtle lays it up and in. Pirtle's got his second bucket of the night.
Hey, guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Mitchell outside. Mobley kicks to Wade. Mitchell looking it over. The Cavaliers again can't hit. And so quickly will bring it up for the Raptors. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Pass to Barnes. For the lead. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on Mobley.
Sold it. And what a fake from Barnes. And got the defense to commit.
He's gone 2 for 2 at the line so far. He misses the free throw. Sam Merrill. He's checked in for Wade. And Toronto making a change here. And that drops, so they now lead by 1.
Well, they still have the lead. Now they have to protect it.
Harden the pass to Mobley. Mobley sets the pick for Harden. From past the arc. And it's out of bounds. Last touched by Allen. .139 left to play here in the third. Onside, Barrett. Back to quickly. And here's Ingram from the arc. Allen with the rebound. Allen's got his 7th rebound here tonight. To the inside. And stolen by Barnes. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. Scotty Barnes letting everyone know. He said, I'm a great defender. I feel like it doesn't really get talked about enough. I guard whoever, 1 through 5. That's what I pride myself on and what I'm ready to do every time I step on the floor. Guys, back to you.
A tone setter for sure at that end. Thanks so much for the report, Allie. And timeout call by Kenny Atkinson. He's going to take this chance to talk to his guys. Making a change here. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Mitchell right side. Will not go. This is off the front iron. And the Raptors with possession. It's been 10 unanswered points. Here's Shed. No scoring in this one. That shot wide open. Now it's a 7-point Raptor lead.
And this is Ingram's attitude. He's ready to fire away as soon as the ball hits his hand.
Third quarter action in just under 3.5 minutes of gone. Merrill gets the bucket.
And some well-needed scoring. He stops a 13-0 run by Toronto.
Barnes looking around. Pass to Shed. 5 on the clock. Back to Barnes. Good ball movement here by the Raptors. And it's Shed missing. Back to Harden. Oh, Harden with a good look down low.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. It's the Raptors ending the third quarter with a 13-5 run. And after a quick break, we're going to come right back with the start of the fourth quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And we're happy to have you back for more playoff basketball here in round one. Wade finds Harden. Back to Wade. It's good. The assist that time from Harden. Harden's got 4 assists now tonight.
And we know about Harden's scoring abilities, but his team heavily relies on that vision and playmaking as well.
Now, here's Quickly. And he jams it with authority.
Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
When every possession matters, your defense has to be better.
Here's Harden. Here's Tyson. Back to Harden. Leaps for it and out of bounds as the Raptors gain possession. So both teams making some changes here. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Ingram. And he takes it in for the layup off a very nice feed. And the Raptors lead by 4.
And loving when Ingram uses that length down low, not settling for the jumper.
And Kenny Atkinson calls timeout. And clearly an important juncture. He's going to have some choice words with his team. Take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
Well, over the break, I did listen in on Kenny Atkinson's huddle. He seems pretty disappointed with the three-point shooting, telling his crew we have to start making more outside shots. I want to see more threes out there. Let's get aggressive. Coach is hoping some big production can make a splash for them.
Thank you, Allie. Up top, Mobley. Now Harden. Here's Mobley. Shot clock at 6. Hurdle there for the rebound. Toronto leading by 4. And we've made our way through just over a minute and a half in this fourth quarter. Now Barrett on screen on Mitchell. Barrett.